We have the Uganda Journalists Association of UJA.
In a meeting held in Kampala today ahead of the World Press Day, some journalists say directives from the UCC are politically motivated and are part of moves by government to control the media.
We've seen denial of space or time for political advertising for opposition members.
In a directive issued by the Uganda Communications Commission dated April 30th, the Commission ordered the suspension of producers, heads of news and program managers in 6 television stations and 7 radio stations for suspected breach of minimum broadcasting standards. The Commission observes that these stations air programs that contain content that misrepresents information, views, facts and events in a manner likely to mislead or cause alarm in the public, has extremist or anarchist messages, including inciting of violence for political and or other purposes, incites the public against other members of the public based on their political, religious, cultural and tribal affiliations which are likely to create public insecurity or violence. Journalists said they will not comply with the directive from UCC and they threatened to take legal action.
That this is abuse of power that was entrusted to UCC by the UCCA Act. And we think these unvetted powers UCC is employing must be challenged in the process, in the courts of law.
Government spokesperson and executive director of the Uganda Media Center, Ofono Pondo, said no law stops journalists from having dissenting views.
Government has not issued a directive, whether written or verbal, that opposition politicians who are dissenting, however vitriolic they are, however absurd they are, should be barred from appearing on media platforms, even with the lies they say.
However, Opondo added that many journalists lack ethics and act unprofessionally.
Many of you also double as advertising agents and reporters, and consequently you are using your media tags to make a living. How can you practice actual professional journalism which requires impartiality?
According to the journalists, if the sanctions by UCC are the result of a lack of professionalism on the side of journalists, then the institution should be more specific in the nature of transgressions and offer alternative approaches to address the issue.
There are avenues that UCC could have explored by, first of all, engaging the media houses and raising any specific issues about those journalists or those programs. If that happened, I am sure the media houses would look into the issues being raised and an appropriate remedy would have been found.
Uganda Communications Commission is a body responsible for moderating media activities and issuing operating licenses to media houses in Uganda. Clinton Tumanye, NTV.